Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 13th, 2022 full moon reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just a warning to be wary of any scammers out there pretending to be me or any other reader, asking you if you want a reading, asking you for a donation. Please do not be scammed by them. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's talk a minute about this moon. This moon is a supermoon, which means that everything is amplified. Now, this full moon, the supermoon, is in Capricorn. And what this brings to the table as we're moving forward during this time is that we are going to want to be useful and we're going to want to be validated. We're going to also want to work really, really hard for people's approval and also to feel like we're getting to the places that we want to be, which all makes sense. But everything's amplified by this moon because it is a supermoon. So what we're going to have here is a lot of energy coming forward that's making us see, by seeking the approval of others, by even seeking the approval of ourselves, what we're going against that we really need within our lives, how we're not centered within us, and how we need to move forward in that centering. Now, this moon is going to feel much more focusing and much more, drive oriented for those who are of earth sign, and who are a water sign. So just be aware of this, that as an air sign, you're going to be feeling this a lot more intensely than some who might really be energized by this moon or using this moon as a really great kind of like, touch point for what I need to work on, where I need to go. First and foremost, Gemini, it's going to come in. You're going to take everything kind of personally because that's what air signs do. And then you're going to have to kind of sort it out and look at where we need to move forward and why we need to move forward this way. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is rebirth. Okay, this is people telling us we need to change, or even feeling ourselves that we need to change. There's something more, or something that we should be striving towards, or there's more out there than what we're realizing right now. And this might be true. We might need to change certain aspects about things, but we also just have to be very aware that we don't need to change anything for anyone. That there is power and there is beauty and there is, serenity within us as we're moving forward and as we're going after what we want within our life. We are reborn when we embrace change, not when somebody else tells us we need to change. So let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. This is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. We are going to be divinely guided. There's a sense of knowing. There's a sense of connecting during this time. And we need to listen to that knowing. We need to listen to that knowledge that has come within us. Because this moon is going to be showing us and highlighting a lot of things that we need to see, but might not be the easiest to see. This is a heavy moon. This is a heavy moon for everyone. So just be aware of that. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. angels, and spirit guides show me clearly. Okay, these two. So let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So what I love is that we have the full moon right in the center. So this full moon is going to be highly impactful for us. We are starting off with the new moon. It says a new start is coming. The new moon, and I forget when the new moon is, but the new moon is showing us that there's a new start. And from the new moon to this moon, which I believe the new moon was on the 30th, right, to now, we're seeing how things have changed. We're actually going to see that we have changed quite a bit from new moon to full moon. And then we're going to see that we are still changing from full moon to new moon. And that there is this real sense of power and insight. A new start is coming, and we know that, we can feel that, and it just guides me right to here where there's something about this moon, okay? And I think it's its practicality, you know, its root in Saturn, right? And Saturn is so practical and so, you know, steadfast and rule oriented, because Saturn rules Capricorn, that we're going to think it has to be this certain way, and we're going to fight against a change that we need to be listening to. There's going to be, okay, Gemini, there's going to be, I just see like breadcrumbs. So what that means to me is that their spirit is going to be laying down kind of hints, showing us a certain path and saying, this is what you need to follow. And what we're going to be seeing is that we need to embrace this path. We need to look at things in the way that divinity is handing us this wisdom, because it's going to promote a change that we've been fighting against. It's not a bad change. It's not like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. It is a change that has us stepping more into ourselves, but there's almost a sense of, if I step fully into me, what if people don't like it? Like, what if people don't understand it? You know, what if they laugh? What if they do? But what if you're happy? I mean, here it says surrender to the divine. And that's what the full moon is all about. It's about surrendering to the divine. It's about embracing the illumination that comes within the darkness. It's about seeing our spiritual self, our quiet self, our introspective self, and letting it shine. And it moves us to the new moon in Aquarius energy, which says bring love into the situation, because that's what we need. We need to bring love. We need to bring passion. We need to bring caring. We need to bring, you know, who we are into the situation. To come from the heart, it changes the game. To move forward in what we love, it changes the game. And we're going to be quite surprised by bringing love into the situation, how we grow, and what we grow into. This moon, again, it's a heavy moon. It's not going to be light and breezy and airy for anyone, but it's having us growing to that person that we were put on this earth to be. And that's extraordinary. So let's look at what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. So we have Justice, which is Libra energy. We have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. So it's funny, because Spirit said while I was shuffling the cards, is that even if we grow just for a moment, just for an instant, into the place that we want to be, and then we lose it, you know, there's a sense of, I've walked that road. I've connected with that energy. I see what I desire. Now with Justice, we have to be discerning about what we let in, about how we are balancing ourselves. There's something that's going to be happening around Libra timeframe, September 23rd to October 22nd, coming through, where it's a sense of we're going to feel more balanced, or we're going to have had to make choices that have us more balanced within what we want for ourselves and from ourselves, and how we want to move forward and what it is that we're looking for. There is also a sense here of, I need the balancing of energy. I need the insight of myself. I need to look at the bigger picture of what's important. We're trying to be just to so many people that we're forgetting to be just to ourselves. And then we're also, by forgetting to be just to ourselves, we're also going to forget to be just to the people who are always there and supporting us. It's going to be the people who are the most obnoxious that we're going to be focusing on if we're not careful. The Seven of Wands is an energy of combativeness. There's a chaos around us at times, and it's like everybody's wants, everybody's needs, everybody's, you know, passion and desires and fighting and determination. It's all focused on us, and we need to walk away from it, because we can easily get pulled in and be like, okay, this is a problem I have to solve, you know, this is what I have to work through. But we need to move forward towards what we want for us. And there's a sense of, I'm turning away from the chaos that's trying to pull me in, and I'm letting my gut. I'm letting my instinct guide me. With the Ace of Wands, this is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of passion, of creativity, of insight, of ideas. There's a fire that's awakening within us. The Ace of Wands is the reason we get out of bed in the morning. It's what we're passionate about. And yes, sometimes we get out of bed, and sometimes more often than we want to, because we have responsibilities. We have people and things that need our time and attention. But this is getting out of bed because there's an exuberance to life and existence, because there's a fire and there's a spark and there's a brilliance. And we're taking hold of that. This is a time where we see the fire of the sun reflected in the moon. And they are conjunct each other. So we can find that they can be a bit at odds, right? We can find this pull during the full moon where who we want to be spiritually, like what we want and what everybody else wants, seems to be at odds. Not even spiritually, but just like inwardly for ourselves. And that's why we're going to see this passion move forward. And it's going to feel like, oh, okay, I feel like I'm stepping into myself again, because it's that balance of what people see during the light of day and what people demand and what I need for me to steadily move forward in my life. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and that's the Nine of Swords. We have to be mindful of overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying, fearing, putting, all the stress upon us. We might need help to calm down. We might need to take GABA or rescue remedy or calms or chamomile or lavender, whatever it is that works for us, to be able to say, no, I'm not letting the chaos rob my sleep. I'm not letting the chaos, steal my joy. Because when we're exhausted, the world isn't beautiful. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is life purpose. This is the third chakra. During this time, we're going to be speaking our life purpose, even though we might not be hearing it at times. Divinity is guiding us, and we're seeing where we truly want to be. We're growing into ourselves, and we're being surprised at the person that we are and the places that we're headed. This is the time to look at what we want, and instead of saying, oh my gosh, this is so ridiculous, I can't believe this, or, when will I just grow up? Saying, okay, this is me. It's time to let it shine. And we might be disappointed along the way. It doesn't mean it happens instantaneously, but it means that we start to see ourselves and really see ourselves and love what we see. Our subconscious Luna energy directly speaks to us. We have the full moon in Gemini, says the answers you need are coming. Fear. What do you fear? The answers you need are coming, but they are held back and held from your ears by fear. Chaos, hurt, pain. This is the full moon, right? And we are Gemini, so this is talking to us directly. This moon hits us where it counts. It's like, oh my gosh. And we look at the fear that has held us back, the fear that has taken us off track, the fear that makes us doubt and makes us look at others and say, oh my gosh, you have it all figured out, and I just don't. Look at the fear. Do something, of course, not harmful, but do something that terrifies you. Start something that you've said, oh, I've always wanted to do this. You know what? On this full moon, on this super moon, start that thing that you were terrified of. Leave it down in the comment box below. What are you terrified of? What are you going to start? Because now it's time to break that fear and grow and change your whole entire world. Yeah. I'm going to start writing something I'm afraid of, something that I'm always drawn to, but that I'm terrified of. What if I do it wrong? Severely dyslexic. Used to get mocked terribly at school by the teachers, not by the students. So, here, do something that you're terrified of. Do something that makes you feel vulnerable. Again, not in a dangerous, I'm putting myself in harm, but in a way that makes you face the nightmares that built within your life. So let's see what our subconscious tarot message is. And it's the Knight of Cups. It's healing, beautiful love. It's moving forward in love. Slowly and steadily, passionately and surely. It's like, this is what I want for me. What are you in love with? What do you want to move forward to? What do you see yourself as? Where do you want your heart to be? And how is your heart guiding you? Also, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay. And the sun is in Cancer, so just know that. All right, Gemini. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. The power and beauty of this supermoon. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini, and may you have a blessed supermoon.